Good evening, everybody. We are Westchester Talk Radio. I'm Bob Marrone, along with Michael Blakey, and we are live at the Kensico Dam Plaza here in Valhalla, New York, for the annual Burger, Beer, and Blast. And it's brought to you by Westchester Magazine's Wine and Food Festival. We at Westchester Talk Radio are produced this evening by Shaw Creative and made possible by Hightower, White Plains Hospital, Robeson, Tompkins, Mayo Pac Bank, Michael Labriola Incorporated, and the Polis Electric. And our first guest of this wonderful evening, no surprise to you if you live in Westchester County, Mercedes-Benz is a huge presence here, and we are with the general manager of Mercedes-Benz in White Plains, Jimmy Macagna. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you doing? Thanks for having me tonight.
What did you bring up? See, folks, we make sure that they bring tribute. What kind of car did you put outside for me?
So we have 6 cars on display tonight. We have a GLE, Mercedes Maybach, an S-Class, GLB, and a GLC. All SUVs but the S-Classes.
Wow. Which is a car that an everyday guy might buy? I mean, a lot of people are going to buy the upscale cars, but some people are going to buy something that isn't going to break the bank. What do you got?
Yeah, almost every car here. So our GLC, Mercedes-Benz GLC, it's a small SUV. Our GLE is a bit of a larger side SUV, and the GLB is another SUV as well.
Okay, so you got the whole range.
All volume cars. Those are regular people cars for sure.
Okay, now are you doing is Mercedes-Benz doing what other car dealerships are doing and phasing out sedans? I mean, your sedans are beautiful, or do you still have a good selection of sedans?
Good selection. I mean, now inventory is extremely tight, just with all the ramifications of
chips,
COVID and the chip shortages and everything. But in terms of production, production will still stay on sedans. They're not cutting them out for now.
Because they're just absolutely beautiful cars.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, tell us a little bit about how long you guys have been in Westchester County. You're very well known. Everybody knows what Mercedes-Benz is.
Of course.
But your dealership almost has a distinct brand. How did that come about?
Yeah, so the nice thing is the groups, we're part of the Pepe Auto Group. It's family-owned, family-run by the Pepe family. Mercedes-Benz of White Plains was the first store. It's been here for over 50 years. I think it's 52 or 53 years it's been in Westchester. And the group's expanded too. So, so we have 5 dealerships in Westchester, 1 in Rockland. But the Mercedes-Benz dealership has been there the longest, and it's been in White Plains since the 70s.
And that's why I asked you about the cars earlier, because one of the things people may not know, they may think, well, Mercedes-Benz, they can't afford it. You have that wide range of prices.
Oh, yeah, Mercedes is amazing.
Budget.
You have $37,000, $36,000 cars, and you have $250,000 cars.
I'll take 2 of the $250,000.
Exactly, right?
Now, I have to ask you a question that I've always wondered. You're general manager at the White Plains outlet. Do you get to take home a Mercedes occasionally?
That is one of the perks of the job.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
So
How do I get that job? I'll sell Mercedes. I'll scream it to the heavens.
We'll get you in there.
Look, which one are you rolling home in?
So due to the shortage of cars, it's been pretty much a different car every night.
It's still pretty good.
Yeah, so it's rotating through whatever we have right now.
Oh, poor you. So if one of those $250,000 Mercedes...
I'll try to sneak one home one night, for sure.
Now, are you married?
I am.
Oh, okay, too bad, because, you're pulling up with the $250,000 Mercedes.
You and I have some fun.
You've got a date.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful thing. I may get one of those myself in my next life.
Yeah.
All right, now tell people about how many outlets Pepe has in the region.
Yeah, so like I was saying before, there's 5 stores in Westchester. So Mercedes-Benz of White Plains. We have another Mercedes store down in New Rochelle. We have a Porsche of Larchmont down there as well. Pepe Infinity in White Plains on Central Ave. Pepe Cadillac, it's on Water Street in White Plains as well. And then the newest store is Audi Nyack across the bridge. It's the first store outside of Westchester for the group.
Man, those are nice. All of the cars you mentioned are nice.
And we have Sprinter, too, with Mercedes, the commercial vans.
Of course.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
But now Audis have really come of age. They got a couple of nice sedans. Yeah. I was thinking of, do you ever ride home on them, or you just...
So prior to this role, I was the general manager of the Audi store for 3 years. So I had the luxury of taking Audis home as well.
Now, if you run into a Hyundai, do you get like hives or something?
And I can't do it now. No, that's the thing too. There's so many great cars right now,
No, I know. Actually, yeah, it really
everybody's making a great product.
Hey, how long have you been with
So I've been with Pepe's 11 years.
What, did you start when you were 3? Look at you.
I started right out of college with them. I've been with them for 11 years. Yeah.
Wow, and you get to take one of those cars. Now, mention some of the other dealers, because people think of Pepe Auto Group, they think of Mercedes-Benz. I think you mentioned Lexus or Infinity?
Infinity. We have an Infinity store, a Cadillac store, 2 Mercedes, Porsche, and Audi.
What's the biggest selling Cadillac? Is it that Escalade?
It's the Escalade.
It is the Escalade.
That's their flagship car. I mean, they just redid it this year. It's unbelievable. You know, it really is. They did a great job with that car.
And am I right with the Audis? Is it that sleek, dark-looking sedan that they sell?
Yeah,
is that the one?
I mean, now everything's SUVs now, right? So like the Q5,
yeah, sure.
Q7
That's a
is
beautiful
probably
car.
yeah. Same thing. Yeah, everything's SUVs. Like that's every store is pretty much bread and butter outside of Porsche. Porsche's the sports cars, you know. But they still have SUVs that do great down there too. So
yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a couple of Porsches. You guys don't sell Porsche SUVs, do you?
At the Porsche store they have them.
Yeah, you have a Porsches too?
Yeah,
Did I miss that?
One, yeah.
Listen, how do I get a job? This is
we'll
great.
We'll get you in there.
Well, I've always wondered, if I was going to, this is me.
Yeah.
If I was going to buy a Porsche, it's not going to be an SUV.
No, I don't blame you.
If I'm going to buy a Porsche, that thing is going to take off under me, and I'm getting more dates even with the Porsche.
Let's do it. You and I, let's split one.
Okay, we'll do that.
Right.
Or better yet, sooner or later, since they're rotating you around, when you get the Porsche dealership,
I'll
call you up.
We'll go out for a nice night on the town.
All right, what I'd like you to do one more time, tell people where the outlets are, what automobiles you sell there.
Yeah, sure.
And if they're interested, and again, folks, they've got cars for every budget, so give them a buzz. Don't just, they're upscale. They sell fine vehicles, but you'd be surprised what's within your budget as well.
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm the general manager of the Mercedes-Benz and White Plains dealership. That's right in downtown White Plains. We have Pepe Infinity in White Plains as well. Pepe Cadillac in White Plains as well. Porsche Larchmont, Mercedes-Benz in New Rochelle, and the newest store is the Audi Nyack in Rockland.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And they can look you up on the web. How can they, if they're interested in getting a car, they can stop in one of the stores. But what's the best way to get started?
So, specifically for Mercedes is mbwhiteplains.com is probably the best way. You could start shopping on it. And you could buy a car right through the website. So super easy and convenient for everybody.
Well, thank you. And I want to throw this in. I know you're one of the sponsors of this event, but I was involved with the Chamber of Commerce in New Rochelle, did radio there for many years. Yeah. And you guys, Mr. Pepe, your organization, has always been there when people needed it. It could be a parade that we were running, any number of different things. You guys are always out there in the community, and I wanted to thank you for it on behalf of Westchester.
No, of course. Community involvement's been a staple for the group, so it's great. So thank you.
Absolutely, Jimmy Macagna, my new best friend, who's going to get me a. Which is the 250,000? Which is the best Mercedes that you can bring to me right now to test drive?
I'm gonna go with a G633 wagon. We have one over there.
I'll be over to see it.
You gotta come check it out.
All right, thank you so very much. Continued success with what you guys do. My best to Mr. Pepe and the crew. All right, everybody, we're gonna wrap this one up. We will be back right after these words.